I want to show you what's happening with the storm itself. We just got the latest update. You can see it has winds still of 50 miles per hour. It's basically had that all day. Shear has been all over the place, but it's still trying to get in there. I mean, here it is, way over here. This is about 1,800 miles from Tampa, all right? We're okay. But it is just miles now away from the Leeward Islands, and so the winds will be picking up. The center is right here. So the convection's trying to catch up, but look where all of the rain is, and some of the gustier winds are in that area of convection as well, too. This is the 5 p.m. update from the Hurricane Center, and that curve right there is exactly what we wanted to see, at least here in Florida. It's not set in stone, but the modeling is suggesting that there will be a curve. Look at the forecast intensity. 60-mile-per-hour winds by tomorrow afternoon, 70 by Sunday. That's approaching Dominican Republic. Pretty good winds for Puerto Rico. Monday, it gets shredded a little bit by the mountains of Hispaniola, Dominican Republic. But then look at this, 70 to 80 mile per hour winds as it gets back over the warm water, the Turks and Caicos, and then goes mainly east of the Bahamas. Now, watches and warnings. The warnings are in the blue. All of these islands, the U.S. Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, all warnings, which means we expect at least 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds in those areas, likely in the 40s and 50s with gusts in the 60s. There's a watch for Dominican Republic, but that will likely go to a warning as well. Here's the forecasted winds and probability. The highest probability of seeing tropical storm force winds is right in here, right? I love this graphic for planning purposes, and I put it on my Facebook page so you can share it. This tells you when the most likely arrival of those winds. So if you look at this Saturday, 2 a.m. in basically the British Virgin Islands, well, it's about 8 a.m. for the Virgin Islands, right? That means you need to be prepared for the weather to start going downhill quite a bit by Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. And you can compare this all the way out. For instance, in the Dominican Republic, looks like it's going to be Sunday afternoon into the evening hours. Now, here's the forecast tracks. That data the hurricane hunters get goes into all of those models. Those models suggest somewhat of a sharp right-hand turn, but exactly where, that's still to be seen. The ensemble runs of the GFS, the runs that just does 22-some runs, that is suggesting the curve. And finally, the European ensemble is starting to buy into this a little bit more. You can see how many of the runs are now forecasting a curve. Hasn't happened yet, but we will keep a close eye on it. I'm not too worried about it, thank goodness.